Sup, you chuckle fucks? It's your boy Dark Raccoon here with the What If Issei was the black sheep of a hero family. But yeah, or not hero family, was a villain of a hero family. But yeah, but not the point. So of course, let me actually begin into this what if. Let me shut the fuck up. But yeah, this is mostly just a random what if that I just thought of. Maybe it might be a one shot similar to that of the Incarnation one of Destruction. Maybe, maybe not. Other than that, I'm probably gonna begin, but yeah. Or, wait. So yeah, let me begin this as what if, let me shut the fuck up, and yeah. We begin into a brownish hair boy who is right now kind of in a meeting with a bunch of supernatural beings. You see here, the brown hair boy never actually got incarnated to be a devil or any of that in the beginning of like the semester or any of that. So of course this brown hair boy actually lived normally as a kind of pervert somewhat. Now, he has been dealing with mostly his parents hiding stuff away from him. You see here, his full power has been sealed away a long time ago. But he does not know about that, or doesn't, well yeah, he doesn't know anything about that. But this is where, well, the only thing he knows about is his parents are normal civilians. Supposedly. Now, I say supposedly because they're not normal people. They know about the supernatural world. The boy does not know anything about the supernatural world. He also found out that he does have siblings. He also found out about devils, angels, fallen angels, and probably yokais well, mostly not incarnation, but they're being real. He is right now in this meeting. Basically, it's the alliance meeting between the factions. But yeah, he's just here confused. So confused, probably. But this is where, well, mostly he's just wondering what the fuck is all this. Like, he was just lost. He does see Ria Senpai, he does see Sona Senpai, mostly Sona, the council president of this school named Kuo. He does see other people like Catherine. Catherine is right next to a lady who seems to be the most beautiful lady that mostly Issei has ever seen. Of course, right now Catherine seems to have, well, mostly this kimono that seems to have cherry blossoms around. This where, well, she also has a sword. This where, well, he sees Moriyama. Moriyama is kind of, well, next to her somewhat father slash mother, next to, well, not slash father, mostly mother and father next to each other. Of course, even having Moriyama so in the middle. Now, Moriyama has this kind of energy around her to be kind of holy a little bit, but not much. This where, well, there is also Matsuda. Matsuda actually, or not Matsuda, Murahama, who's actually kind of, well, next to, well, not next to, he is kind of like between the two fallen angels faction. He's just kind of standing there. This is where, well, he is seeing Issei. Of course, he knows that Issei is confused, but mostly everything will be solved and explained later on. Now, of course, the factions are basically doing an alliance here, but the reason why Issei is here is to kind of, well, mostly have an alliance between the hero family faction. You see here, there is the hero faction and mostly a bunch of different members of hero kind of families. There's hero families. Now you see here, his father is a hero. His mother's also considered to be a hero, but not really. She's actually from a clan, of a family clan of humans. Mostly, yeah, a human family clan. But of course, well, his father is supposedly a hero, but right now he's in his false form, so he can actually kind of make sure that Issei's comfortable. While mostly there's also two other people, but they're right now with the Fallen Angel faction. They have kind of brownish hair. One has kind of spiky-ish brown hair. The other one has kind of darkish, well, lightish, tannish brown hair. Who's actually a female, but yeah. This is where they both have similar brownish eyes, similar to that of Issei. But of course, where, well, it's a little bit different. They're not goldenish brown. This is where, well, while all of them are all just there, they're talking and other things, Issei is there so fucking confused that all he's doing is right now hearing music. Because, well, he's not entirely confused. You see here, he might look confused. He might be wondering what the fuck is happening. He might be looking all confused and trying to listen into this whole meeting. Not entirely. Inside, he's just thinking, this is just a waste of fucking random bullcrap. This is where, well, mostly Issei, the song he's hearing while kind of listening to this meeting somewhat is the song. So the song he's hearing is called Shigaraki Rap, made by Daddy Platinum Snaps, but yeah. But this is where, well, that's happening, but yeah. Now, with that happening, he's hearing that song, of course. Well, he does not care about this whole meeting. This is where, well, he is just wondering when this meeting is over, so he can go home, probably. Or just do something else entirely with his life. Because, you see here, he might look like a pervert. Everyone does expect him to be a pervert, but secretly he's not. He kind of found out about this whole hero family a while ago, but I'll explain that later more. But we go after the meeting's finally somewhat over. The meeting kind of is between mostly. This is where Azrael kind of asks a girl behind him with whitish hair and kind of crystallized blue eyes. Well, mostly white hair is kind of silverish. This is where, well, he asks her saying, "Hey, White Dragon Empress, Valerie Lucifer, do you want mostly this meeting, mostly this alliance?" This is where, well, mostly Valerie said it'd be fine for peace and other things. This is where he then asked the Black Dragon Emperor, being Motohama, saying, "Would you want the, what's it called, alliance?" This is where Motohama says, "Sure." And this is where Azrael then asked Issei, which mostly, you see here, Issei is supposedly the Red Dragon Emperor kind of, well, user. But the problem is, he seems not to know anything about that. Because, well, there were some seals and other shit might have been placed when he was younger, because he might have unlocked the boosted gear when he was younger. This is where, well, mostly Issei looks at mostly Azrael in confusement. But that's where Issei says, is this some kind of true wrong answer, or... This is where Azrael says, "No, just your honest opinion." Well, I'm just gonna guess and say no. This is where Azrael says, "I should have realized that." This is where, well, mostly Azrael was thinking that Issei was gonna say yes, but then again, Issei just said no because he didn't know what exactly no would have meant. This is where everyone looked at him, but this is where, well, they do realize that some of his memories might have been sealed. Some people that actually know about it. This is where, well, mostly Azrael says, "Well, I should have known that much further. So clearly, we're on the side of a peace treaty. Don't worry about him. His opinion would not matter too much, but yeah, he's right now, his memories are kind of sealed." This is where, well, mostly Issei says, Issei didn't actually pay attention fully about the memory seal because he already did. He saw a little bit of the future, kind of. Well, not future, mostly he is kind of, well, like looking somewhere else and just not caring. Of course, he got a text from his phone while he was keep hearing songs. The song he's hearing now is, what's it called? So the song he's hearing is called "My Ordinary Life." Made by the Living Tombstone. Oh my god. While mostly all of them are kind of just like talking, this is where, well, mostly the red-haired beauty named Ria's Grimory decides to kind of say, "So, am I going to get a pawn or not? Or mostly a servant?" This is where, well, mostly her brother kind of looks at mostly Azrael and Azrael's size, deciding to look at the two, mostly the Hyodo parents. The Hyodo parents kind of look disappointed. Mostly Issei kind of noticed all their faces and kind of got a pretty good idea on what exactly might be happening. This is where, well, mostly Issei's mother kind of hugged Issei and says, "Issei, sweetie, there might be a little case with you." This is where, well, mostly Issei says, "Mom, can you tell me exactly what's happening?" This is where Goro says, "Issei, here." This is where, well, he gave Issei a paper that literally had a signature sign of everyone here, mostly with Azrael, Michael, even Sir Zex, and also mostly his two parents. This is where, well, it had no signature to his hand because it looked like it was just made a long time ago. But of course, where, well, Rias looks at Issei. Of course, she doesn't seem impressed with his power, but she does know that he does have impressive power when the seals are off. But this is where, well, Issei said, well, this is where Issei reads it, and this is where he reads it in multiple different languages. You see here, he might not be a devil, but he's actually completely different. He says, "What the fuck?" This is where, well, Issei looked at this, and this is where, well, he says, what it said basically, when Issei turns into a certain age, and when the alliance actually formed, mostly Issei would be turning to Ria's Grimory's pawn as one of her newest servants for the alliance to actually confirm to be fine. The Red Dragon Emperor would be this, blah, blah, blah. And this is where, well, Issei says, "Huh? Wait. Pawn, servant, slave?" This is where Issei just thought of the whole servant thing to be a slave thing. This is where Issei says, "Okay, can I get a definition of servant entirely?" This is where Azrael says, servant is to like serve someone for the longest point. Don't worry. In the Devil Society, if you actually rank up to be higher, you can become a high ranking devil. Devil? Oh shit. Man, I don't want to lose my humanity. That's where as I say, sorry kid, we might have done that when you were younger, when you were stealing all your memories. We thought it would be a good idea. So yeah. Mostly Sarsex here decided to fuck over his sister when a marriage, so that's why we thought of maybe this might help in the near future. Now that we're here, we want to know if you would actually, well, become Ria's primary servant. This is where, well, Issei says. Also, what's with this Red Dragon Emperor thing? What is that anyway? This is where Issei says, I will explain everything later. That's where, well, he's just saying, but you gotta come over here to become Ria's primary servant. That's where Issei says, so you're saying I'm gonna become a slave. So you saying that I'm black. This is where Issei says, I'm black. This is where, well, mostly he just asks Azo. Azo says, wait, no, what, no, you're not, no, what, no. This is where Issei says, nah, this is what I'm reading right the fuck now. You saying I'm black, I should be fucking, I should be right now becoming a slave? This shit is more fucked up in American fucking, like, American history. This shit is so fucked up. This is where, well, as I say, no, that's not how this is gonna fucking work. No, wait, no, kid, wait, let me, oh, this is where everyone realized that Issei just fucking turned this shit around and literally made this into basically if Issei's black. This is where, well, mostly, all of them are just switch off, even his parents. This is where, well, Rios is just like, what? This is where, well, Sona wasn't expecting Issei to just pull out history. This is where, well, entirely, it's not wrong, but this is where, well, mostly it's not right at the same time. As I say, can I please explain this? No, I'm not going to be fucking serving anyone. The hell? I don't even want to serve anyone. I just want to fucking live life. Well, you would have lived life if you were a normal human. You see here, if you were, let me explain something. You used to say, wait. What's with this whole kind of signature of my parents' last names? Are they Hyodo's? Well, mostly I know well, my mom's last name is not Hyodo. But my father's name should be Hyodo. Why is the name something else? Doesn't work. Well, okay, can I explain? Sure, explain well. Okay, so both of your parents are actually from a human clan family. Your father is actually a hero, mostly a descendant of a hero, a very powerful hero called the Savior of Humanity. But yeah, so you're saying that I'm basically a descendant of a hero. This is where, well, mostly as it says, yes. Can I be a villain? This reason just straight up says, can I be a villain? This is where I says, no, wait, why? It says, oh, because I was actually watching this, like, well, show of anime, and I saw how the villains are so cool. I always wanted to have villain powers, just so I can actually attack people. For no other reason than people can actually leave me alone. As I said, okay, that's not entirely real, because there's no such thing as a villain faction. This is where, well, before anything else happens, mostly a thing happens in Issei's phone, which Issei someone looks down and kind of like opens his phone to kind of reveal a message kind of came from a caller that seems to be familiar to him. That's where Issei kind of opens it. That's where, well, he says, wait, let me talk to you for a second later. That's where, well, Issei looks at it and says, the villain factions has been created. You have been set as the 4th ranked leader of the villain faction, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Shigaraki Tomura, that would be your name. Well, mostly code name or true name, however you would like to say it. Issei Hyodo, the Incarnation of Death, or mostly the Incarnation of Destruction. Issei says, huh, sweet. So, what happened if I said I already joined another faction? This is where as it looks at Issei to say, what do you mean join another faction? Oh, nothing at all. I'm just saying, is that a possible case? If I already joined another faction, would I not need to serve anyone? This is where, well, mostly as it says, well, entirely, yes, that's a possible case. But since mostly your parents were mostly the people to kind of take care of you, you wouldn't be able to join another faction unless you did it in secrecy. Which you haven't done anything similar to that. No. Also, what is this whole seal powers and memories? Well, we seal your memories and powers away so you can't really use magic that much. I see. Wait. So you saying me doing this is where Issei grabs something from the table, like in front of him? He just grabs it and tosses it up and down and then just decides to put all 5 fingers into his hand, or mostly that little object, and decayed it in an instant. So this is not made out of magic. This is good to know. This is where he throws it down in the dust, and this is where Azo winds his eyes. What the? This is where everyone winds their eyes. This is where Issei grins with such a psychotic grin, saying that's cool. So that's interesting. So that's why mostly when Toby asked me to kind of join his faction, or join somewhat the faction of the villains, he told me that I had very seals and little mana to magic. But of course the power I kind of use to destroy those weaklings that actually tried to attack me that one time was not made out of mana. This is where Issei starts talking to himself. This is where, well, mostly Azo heard the word Toby. Wait, Toby? You're not talking about the orange mask man, huh? Issei kind of looks up and says, what do you want? What do you mean? Wait, what? You said Toby. Don't tell me you joined the villain. Well, you joined that bastard. That man has actually been causing chaos and trouble, just like the Chaos Brigade, but he's not joined along with the Chaos Brigade. You didn't now understand when you say, if I join another faction, would it be okay? You joined him, didn't you? No, not entirely. I didn't join him. When I met him, he did say that if I join him, he can release the seals and memories and other bullcrap and magic. I never still joined him. I was still kind of a little iffy I should join him or not. So he was still waiting for my answer. But throughout this meeting, I did send him a text saying yes, I might join you, from the fact this is a stupid bullcrap of information that I found out. First, I'm being sold like a goddamn slave. First of all, I'm not black, but you know what? That's just fucking racist at that point. This is where, well, mostly Azo says, but that's not how. This is where Issei says, and then second of all, you telling me that you seal my powers in magic way pisses me off also. You think I'd rather be fucking called a hero? I'll be a villain destruction. The true incarnation of destruction. I'm not going to be no slave to anyone, no servant to anyone. I should show this world what the true power of Tomura Shigaraki can do. This is where Issei grins. His eyes went red entirely. His hair went white also. And this is where, well, he decides to touch the ground and then say, die! This is where, well, the whole ground right now started cracking until it just spreads everywhere. Everyone had to jump out of the way. Some of them had to jump out of the window and some of them had to use their wings or just teleporting. Boom! The whole place right now just collapsed in an instant. Everything was falling down to the ground, crashing, destroying, and before anyone can react, they were just winding their eyes. This is where, well, Azo was confused. He was shocked. No, this cannot be. This is where, well, everyone winded their eyes. Even what's it called, mostly Mika and Goro. They were not expecting that Issei might have joined another faction, especially that of mostly a person named Toby. Toby is a chaotic person that has been actually causing so much trouble around the, what's it called, supernatural. But also the fact that they weren't expecting Issei to have a different power that wasn't made out of magic or physical strength or memories. Making them believe, realizing that Issei kind of awakened something else. Something different, but yeah. But of course we go into mostly a time skip of mostly all of them kind of getting out the building. This is where Momohama and Valerie are just right now kind of winding their eyes. But before anything happened, they all had to make a barrier in an instant because blue flames are smashing into them. This is where, well, mostly they wind their eyes. This is where someone says, damn, I fucking missed. Damn, Momohama, wasn't expecting you to make a barrier like that. This is where Momohama turns around to see Matsuda. Matsuda right now has actually hair on top of his head instead of having no hair. This is where, well, it's kind of black a little bit. This is where, well, or not even black, it's literally white. And this is where he has crystallized blue eyes. They're actually open. He does have burnt skin around his face and does have like black clothing around him. This is where Momohama says, Matsuda, what are you doing here? This is where, well, Matsuda, well, kind of grins and says, what do you think? I'm here for actually my, well, mostly, how should I say, leader, to not be an idiot and accidentally kill himself. Besides, taking out the supernatural group would be a good idea. Because you guys won't be a bother when we go after the hero faction. But other than that, we shall kill you at once. This is where Dobby, or mostly not Dobby, mostly yes, his actual code name for being a villain is named Dobby. But this is where Matsuda starts sending blue flames straight into the villain, well not villain, mostly the supernatural kind of team. This is where Haruma is trying to make a barrier to stop all the blue flame attacks. Now, of course, they're not made out of magic, so of course it's difficult to try to block out these blue flames. This is where, well, mostly all of them wind their eyes. But this is where, well, the rebel of the school of where mostly Issei should be at decide to decay all of it. Issei right now appearing literally having a red cape behind him, black clothing. This is where, well, he's basically looking like Shigaraki right here. His hair gotten longer, and this is where, well, he then had red eyes. This is where, well, mostly next to him is a person with kind of a black kind of mist kind of cloak around him. This is where, well, most of the person says, "My dark prince of destruction, shall we send the supernaturals to their grave at once?" This is where, well, mostly Issei chuckles and says, "Of course! This would be a good idea. I'll show the world that I am not a hero, but a true villain of destruction. I will now send you all to your fucking doom. You think you can use me as a fucking trophy, a slave, for your fucking amusement? You're wrong. I am not no damn anyone's damn slave. I'll kill you now, so I can actually show the villains of the villain faction that I am truly strong and shall become rank, well, further than fucking fourth, but not the point. I hope I can rank third, or fourth, or second, or first. Actually, I don't want first or second. I want third at least." This is where, well, mostly Issei kind of grins with the psychotic grin, and this is where he does a pose right now, or not a pose right now. He kind of just looks at them with such a psychotic grin. This is where, well, mostly all of them wind their eyes, seeing a dark mist start summoning these creatures of like dark, well, mostly they're like dark beings, and this is where, well, they're all different creatures. This is where, well, Issei says, "Nomus, attack!" This is where, well, lots of nobles start rushing in. This is where some of them are buff as hell, some of them can fly and rushing straight towards the devils, fallen angels, and angels. Yes, the devil and angels, they actually started appearing. Mostly, they're not frozen thanks to gas or any of that, but this is where, well, mostly, what's it called? Mostly that is happening. This is where, well, mostly we go into, well, Valerie kind of saying we gotta do something. This is where, well, mostly Mika's actually crying because she wasn't expecting her baby boy to become a villain and not a hero. Rias wasn't expecting this. She was actually thinking she was gonna get a servant and being able to defeat Riser. With his power, might be able to kill even Riser himself. But no, he's not a part of this alliance faction. When he said no, it was truly because he didn't even want peace. It seems to he joined Toby. Toby, well, yeah, Toby the Masked Man. This is where, well, mostly all of them were in their eyes. They realized they have created a massive threat to them. Because truly, Issei doesn't have his full powers unlocked, mostly like his magical and other things. Hasn't had D-Drake unlocked yet, but it doesn't matter from the fucking point that mostly Issei is using the power of decay, but also using air cannons to smash into the barrier and actually cracking it. This is where, well, mostly Issei's power is not full with magic or any of that. There barely is any magic. This is completely just different things. The ability that he's using is straight up just, well, powers. Well, it's called quirks, but not the point. This is where, well, mostly Issei's chuckling and saying, "Die already, you supernaturals. Die. Come on, just die, die, die." This is where, well, the supernatural beings like Surgic and the others are still trying to make the barrier powerful enough so it doesn't shatter. The nobles are actually coming in closer, and right now kind of destroying the angels, fallen angels, and devils. They're ripping through pretty easily them. This is where, well, Michael says, "Damn it, this is bad." Luckily, his power is not unlocked. This is where, well, his magical power. This is where someone actually appeared next to mostly Issei, and this is where, well, that person is none other than Toby, but Toby has someone next to him. Toby says, "Ah, it seems that you're having a little too fun there, Shigaraki Tomura." This is where, well, mostly Issei turns around and says, "Huh? Oh, you're Toby. Hello there again. So, I'm glad that you actually put me 4th rank, but I want to know how this ranking system actually works." This is where, well, Toby says, "I'll explain later more when you actually show up with the other villains. There's a couple other villains right now showing up. But right now, it seems that you're having such a fun time right now trying to destroy these supernatural beings. So tell me, what happens if I unlock your full power but not the memory part? Because if I unlock the memory part, you're going to feel bad at the same time, have these memories of blah 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 and bullcrap. So would it be better for your magical power to be unlocked?" This is where Momo see Issei grins and says, "Sure, give me that. But I still need the knowledge we can use them. But they're stuck with your memories. But maybe you'll be able to kind of use them without having the memorable memories in your head, maybe just muscle memories." Issei grins and says, "That is a good idea." This is where we'll see Azure screaming. I say, "No, don't do that." This is where, well, Toby says, "Shut up, Supernatural. You do not have anything to talk. You're a supernatural being. We're all humans here, and we do not want you creatures roaming around this world. We shall destroy you at once." This is where Azure says, "Damn it." He looks at mostly Issei's father and says, "Goro, you need to do something. You need to stop them at once. If Issei's full power is released, but not his memories, he will be able to destroy us at once." And this is where, well, right now, Goro says, "And how am I going to do that with those big-ass beings right now charging at us? I don't know, but we need to stop him. If Issei reaches its full power, then this is bad." This is where, well, we'll see Toby says, "Well, we shall begin the process. What they call, Kabuto." This is where, well, the person next to him says, "Ah, yes. You want me to release the seals from mostly that Falling Crows has put on Issei here. Dear Shigaragi here." Yes. This is where, well, Kabuto starts working on the seals, and this is where, well, we'll see. I was just saying, "No, stop it! You crazy son of a bastards! Do you not know how much power he will get?" This is where, well, Toby says, "Again, I said shut up, Kuro. This is not important to you at all. You see here, this is important for the true power of humanity to live on. For us to no longer need to follow your stupid rules, because it seems that you factions have forgotten, you people have forgotten that truly the humans were here first before any of you. Or were born, whatever." This is where we'll see Answer says, "Damn it. They're really going to unseal mostly Issei seals. If that happens, then his power is going to increase a lot." This is where, well, we'll see everyone kind of realize that this is a bad idea. But this is where Elsa decides to let go of the barrier and says, "We gotta stop him at once now." This is where, well, the Nomos are rushing straight to them, but this is where, well, Elsa says, "Damn it! Everyone, do something about him!" This is where, well, they all are getting ready to fight against the Nomos. But yeah, but for right now, I gotta leave it off here. But bye soon, yeah. I might upload this, maybe yes, maybe not, or I don't know. Yeah.